Alrighty, so we got the. Let's put my camera over here so you guys can see better. Oop. Okay, so the market opens in roughly 9 minutes. I'm thinking about being a little adventurous. Maybe 8 contracts today? 7, 8, something like that. Welcome, Bim the Con, into the stream. Let me post it on live here before I forget. What he did? Oops. Holy crap. Freaking Mr. Blonde made 1200? Wow. Wonder what he did. Alright, swing day trade alerts. Alrighty, so yeah, we're gonna see what happens here. We're gonna have to get our order set. Remember, guys? Make sure my thing's working too here. How's it going, Bullish Trades? Welcome, welcome. So yeah, we're gonna have to get our order set. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do 5 or? I'm thinking about going to like 8 micros now. It's not that big of a size because I can like really scale some out very fast on those 10 points and then make more. I'm thinking about it. How's it going, GB Chills? Yeah, on the after hours session, I went, I believe, 15. I went 15 micros, so yeah, maybe 10 might be good. Been having really good results here. All right, let's go to the day trade chat. I'm trying to execution time 8:16. Yeah, that's pretty good. 500 on the day on gold. Yeah, that's a nice start. Yeah, I'm gonna do 10. It's just nice because I also have a gain already, so I'm up. I have a little buffer here already, so that's the nice thing. So I can go a little more size now. Let me post on Twitter here. So it's June 18th. We got about 7 minutes, guys. All right. All right, about 6 minutes. We got plenty of time still. Yeah, just make sure you guys work on your speed. I think the New York session might be a little easier for speed because you can preset your orders already. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to watch here today. I'm gonna look for a next big cap stock. To me, it might be Lululemon. I think that one's gonna be the next one. It's extremely oversold into my territory. All right, let's look at what the market's doing here real quick. Okay, guys, we got about 5 minutes, so you guys know what to do. I'm gonna go with 10. If I get a nice little area, I might just take one trade today. And one trade today. Remember, stop buy is where you want price to be above, and stop sell is where you want price to go below the orb. Let's get rid of these. Don't get the confused here. So here's your stop buy up there, and then your stop sell is over here, because you want to short it on a breakdown. So we're just going to drag and drop these the minute I see a good signal. Good morning, Furious Negotiator. What's up, Jaw? Good to see you in the chat. Much love. How's it going, Firecats? Oh, you're doing 50? I don't blame. Yeah, you can probably change it on Twitch. And as always, guys, I know not everyone has. If you do have Prime, you can subscribe for free on Prime and not have any ads. Okay, just keep that in mind. Kill, thanks so much for following, and it helps the stream out. All right, guys. So everyone, welcome. We're getting ready to get in. We have roughly 3 minutes. I will do the countdown once we start. Usually around that minute countdown here. But you want to be kind of zoomed in to where you can see that initial candle. I'm not going to draw the lines because that takes extra steps. I'm going to draw the lines after I drag and drop my orders. That's what made me a little slower, is when you draw the lines. So I can kind of visually see, like, right in here, if this is the candle, I'll just drag it right here. This candle is going to be pretty dramatic. We're going to see a big candle. It will be easy to see which is the first candle. It won't be hard to see. Yeah. Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, it is free. Twitch is partnered with Prime, so that's why I like it. All right, we're starting to see some stronger candles coming in. We have 2 minutes left in the market before the market opens. I am on micros. Don't be doing minis. If you're doing 10, that's a lot. All right, so we're coming back up, coming back down. And you can use your dome. Let's say I'm shorting. You can use your dome to buy to market. Minute you're up 10 points, start taking things out. All right. Minute you're up 10 points, take them out. Yeah, I will be doing that in the future more often. 77. This is more kind of a newer thing, so once a lot of people find out about it, I probably might keep it more of a secret. But yeah, do be out on the lookout for that. A lot of my credit spreads are going to be posted in the day trade alerts too. But let's focus right here, guys. We have 50 seconds left, okay? Make sure everyone's focused. All right, here we go. We have 45 seconds. We're going to see a big move up or down. Now, if I get stopped out, I'm going the other direction. I haven't got stopped out in a while before I got 10 points. Usually I don't get stopped out fast. But, anything is possible. All right, 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Thanks for the follows, guys. 5 seconds, guys. Next candle is it. Right here is the next candle that's going to form. I might have missed that one.
Order filled.
All right, I'm in. Missed that one a little bit, but not really, actually. Stop market buys up here. I'm going to do another stop buy of 10 up here. I'll do about 20 there. This is the line. Yeah, I might get stopped out. This might be the first time I got stopped out in a while. Oh well. 9:30. That's your candle. We're going up. We'll see if I get stopped out. To a T, we hit it. There's your 9:30 there. Coming back down. I'm going to push this just slightly above so if I do get stopped out, at least I get a good entry. I got in right on that line there. I'm going to look to scale out some, if I can get a... Yeah, it's probably going to stop me out. I think this is bullish for the time being. I want a little bigger size because I have more profit coming in today. All right, we're coming back down. See if I can get 21,973 to 21,63. About right here. We can go down to that 63 mark. So I'm going to look to limit buy if I'm shorting. I want to do, let's do like 4 round here. Down at the lows. And then I'm going to do a limit buy of like 2 down here. And then a limit buy of like 2 down here. I kind of want to like take some out for sure. I want a little bigger size than normal.
Order filled.
Alright, we're getting filled some here. Remember 73 to... Yeah, that was our 10 points there. I want to see if I can get some more down, though. I feel like I can get way more down.
Order filled.
There's another one. There's another one, guys. I got only 4 more contracts, so I'm going to probably get this one out here.
Order filled.
And then I'm going to hold 2 break even. 1 right here. I'm going to take 1 out. And then I'm going to get rid of this order. And then I'm going to hold 1 break even right here. Set stop profit. And we're going to bring this puppy down. All right. So we're up another... nice gain. It got a little dicey there, but holy crap. Yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll be doing live on Discord if it is delayed. We'll be doing that, and maybe I might just do the back testing on. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Guys, we're coming in for another 60. That's not bad. Let's go, man. All right, so we went from 21,973 to 21,34. That's about a 40-point drop. 40-point drop, guys. Right off the bat in roughly 3 minutes of trading. Three minutes of trading, you guys made 40 points on the NASDAQ. All right, next trade is going to be up at this upper line. Wow, that was sick. Let's post this in. Another freaking trade there. Little dicey, not gonna lie. That was a dicier trade. Pretty freaking dicey trade. Almost got stopped out, but it worked out in our favor. We're making new lows here. We might make over 100 points. Yeah, so right here we probably could just slowly decline. I'm happy with the gain though. Yeah, I'm using Top Step if you guys don't know. But yeah, if you guys are having trouble with ads, who in here does not have an Amazon Prime? So I can just, I could just you know, for now on, I probably will just do the Discord. If a lot of you guys don't have Amazon Prime, I can do that because the ads are going to be annoying and you could miss out on a very crucial moment here. But that's how I like to scale out. 10 points, we just keep going down. So once I hit 10 points, I take profit, and you see how I just have limit buys all the way down. And then I hold that last one. I mean, I don't like getting greedy. I've seen it where it just goes right up. That one little micro, taking $100 on that last one to break even can kind of suck. So, yeah, that was a pretty nice trade. We could wait for that double orb, though, guys. I might go smaller size to protect my gains. Yeah, this one was pretty fast here. Right up in here, we had that 5 break. Plenty of time to get in. It actually had a beautiful retest of this lower line here. I got in right on that line. Sometimes you don't want to be too far zoomed out, and you kind of like seeing this. Coming back down to the lows. Yeah. Yeah, with the 5-second orb, it's kind of actually bigger than usual. 95, 75, 95 minus 73. This one is a 22 point on the 5-second. Yeah, but if you did the 15, this is why I don't like the 15 as much. This is the 15-second orb. You see the difference here now? There was less gains to be made. And then your stop loss goes from 95 to 61. 95 to 61. You see the difference? 34-point stop on the 15-second. Let's check out MES. See what MES did. And then we'll check out gold. Alright, so did MES make money? That's the key. Did it make money? And it actually did better than NASDAQ because it never even got close to the upper orb. Here's MES on the 5-second. Did a beautiful retest, coming back up into the upper orb. Beautiful retest here. 60-40 to 60-34, way over 5 points. I always target 4 points and above. MES not too shabby. It is a 6-point stop loss on the 15-second orb. No go. It's another no go on the 15-second orb. Because now look at your stop, guys. This is why I'm liking the 5 way better. And then Q's probably ramping up here. We're coming up into this lower orb. I always say take profit. If you didn't take profit, now you lost that 1 micro. That was another like 70 to 80 bucks there. So make sure you do take profit. If you do hold break even, just hold very little size. I want to see if we can ramp above this upper. The one thing I've noticed is on MES, you see on MES, it's closer towards the upper line. I'm going to go to the one that's lagging. We're right here in the middle of the orb. Wait. Here's this. We're right here. This is the 5-second. On the 5-second, we're close to the lower orb. And on MMQ, we are below the lower orb. So I'm going to base my trade just on MMQ because of that. But yeah, look at that. To a T, it hit this. This is known as big resistance. To a T, we hit this resistance and we fell down. I put my thing like right there. It missed my stop by 2 points, which is crazy, right? But yeah, higher time frames. We can look into 5-minute orbs next, and to see kind of the general direction of this trend. Yeah, we're just gonna watch this one for a bit. Did anyone take the NASDAQ trade with me? If not, what did you guys trade today? Let's look at gold right now. Gold Wow, really big candle there. Might be. Oh, yeah, that's the 931. So the gold is right. The strategy is insane. Like, it's not going to win all the time, but it's been pretty consistent, guys. Even if you lose, it's like, you know, you're doing a really good job. All right, right in here, gold was a little choppy. Gold works better on higher time frames, I noticed. Um, you can look even for maybe a 1 minute orb. So you just got to understand the ticker. For gold, maybe the 1 minute's better than the seconds. So you can look at gold right in here and be like, yeah, it was way better. You see how right here where we broke this lower orb on the 1 minute and you gave massive returns? Break this high, which is really bullish, we could probably go higher up. So just something to think about. Like, you can look at each ticker and how they react. Like MCL, does that thing work well?
So not need to go up.
Tomorrow, not in Melbourne, pero we could go somewhere else.
Right here's your 930. Yeah, crude oil worked pretty well too. It did a double orb where you take it to the long side and you take it to the upside. MES, pretty choppy so far. Let's see if it comes back up.
I didn't see that,
Good job, Godwin Prov. You know the cost for each micro contract for the MES and MNQ. Let's say I want to do this in a cash account with only 500. Yeah, so in my experience, I only know NinjaTrader. When I've done NinjaTrader, no joke, I was able to do 3 micros for only a $500 account on MES. Some brokers like Thinkorswim require you to have the whole value, like $2,500 per micro for an MES. Nasdaq's a little more expensive. Maybe it's $200 a micro on NinjaTrader. So it depends on the margin requirements. I'm doing. I like NinjaTrader the best, and they have the cheapest rates if you buy the lifetime thing. But if you want to do prop firms is going to give you the best risk versus reward. If you know how to trade, you're going to make a lot of money. You know, $600 times this by 5 accounts. You know, that's where I'm going to look to get into. I'm just going to keep passing a lot of combines, and once I pass this, take a profit. I'm going to have backups, right? That's my goal for this. I'm doing the 5-minute on Bitcoin and Nasdaq demo count before going for the top. I did some back testing on the 5-minute 3 max orb. I got a very nice R&R. Yeah, the higher the orb, the more the signal you're gonna get. So if you look at Nasdaq, right up in here, it's just such a massive orb though. Look at the 5-minute orb here. So my stop would not be the opposite side of orb. What I would do is I would look into a 1-minute candle, and this is my dimensions. I can see right here, we tested the lower orb, and if you start to see a body of a candle like this break these 2 candles here, that's an engulfing candle, we're probably going to come back to the opposite side of orb. So you could take an entry here, and your stop loss is at the lower orb on a 5-minute orb using 1-minute candlesticks. That's the next course I'm going to teach. This is going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder. You got to understand price action, though. You just understand big engulfing candle here, right in here. You understand that this is support. The lower orb is support after you get your 5-minute orb. And if you engulf 2 of these candles, that's extremely bullish. It means that price did not want to go under here, and so then you put your stop loss at the lower line. So you have a tight stop, and then the risk, your profit is that upper orb. That's the target you want to target. So that's going to be in the future. Stay on the lookout for that. But as of now, I think everyone understands that the 5 and the 5 second is the easiest to follow. Yeah, MES. I don't want anyone taking MES if the 15-second orb is this big. If it's bigger than, I mean, look how big this is. 46 to 37. You're looking at a 9-point stop. if you go to the 5-second, look how tight it is. I mean, it's 6 points compared to almost over 10 points on your other one. So it's a little better. On the 5-second, you made money as price broke structure here. You went from 40 all the way to 34. If you take profit at 4 points and above, you won on each one, NASDAQ and MES. But yeah, the 15, if you're not fast enough yet, just work on your speed. It takes time. Even if you miss this, a lot of the times, not all the time, you're going to get a retest. Right up in here, I got in on the line. I dragged and dropped my stop sell. So my stop sell was here, dragged it here. The minute I saw this candle here, that was the biggest candle of the session. I put it here, didn't hit my stop and went down. So do you really want to include the wicks when making the orb? I think so. I mean, there's preference to that. I'd rather have like the highest, because if I didn't include the wicks here, let's say I did the bodies, right? Here's my stop now. I got in a little better too, but I don't know. You would have got hit here. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but I just do it because wicks are kind of like a liquidation, right? The people get stopped out just for it to go up. No doubt about it, if it breaks this high of 21.95, we're going up big. No doubt about. I'm going long on that. So I need to look up on Forex Factory if there is a news event. Oh, today is FOMC. It's going to be choppy then. Yeah. FOMC today. Probably chop till FOMC. Tends to be the thing that happens. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah, that's what I've noticed on gold. Gold is a little tricky if you just do it how I'm trading NASDAQ. Because, yeah, this could whipsaw you. I mean, look at gold. This will definitely whipsaw you if you don't do that. I mean, look at the 930. Yeah, it's a tight stop. I mean, very tight stop. You see the stop? Yeah, you're only risking not even a point on this. So if, yeah, you get it wrong here, but then you get it right here, yeah, you make all your money back, right? So you get whipsawed here, you lose less than a point, and then you go from 314 to 310, 3410, you make 4 points. And then you could take the retest right in here if you really wanted to, risk 1 point to go down again. So, yeah, if you can want to avoid the whipsaws, absolutely, that's probably the smart thing to do. Man, gold's just going down big time. Anyone catch that short? Maybe, oh, shoot. I missed my long. Are you kidding me?
Order filled.
Oh, now I got it. Alright, I'm in NASDAQ here. Wait a second. Where's my other line? Did I get rid of my other line? Alright, my other line's like right here. Whoops. Alright, let's put my stop loss down here. I want to see how much I can ride this up. I want to probably do lesser size. It looks choppy to me.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
That was sick. All right, So I went from 21.95 to 22,000 there. 22,005.75. I got my 10 points. I was looking at the thing is like, honestly, guys, don't overtrade if you're up a lot. When I'm looking at this chart here, 20 points, right? Why risk being in a red trade when you can just? I'm more looking to like, hey, I know I can get quick 10 points here on the long side. I kind of missed. I don't know. I just got kind of scared. 5 points. When I look at the stop loss, it was like $300, and I didn't want to go to mad green into nothing. All right, that was my last trade. I like this a lot. It's definitely a long, guys, but remember 10 o'clock is going to be pretty iffy here. So as you can see right in here, you take your long here for MES, and you take your short here for MES. So you got 2 plays today. If you lost, I hope you took the long. I don't see how anyone lost here on the 5 second today. And it's just going to the moon. And then NASDAQ, I was kind of talking in the chat, and I kind of got my mind all warped. I had to draw my lines again. But I was like, yeah, that definitely broke structure to the upside. But as you can see right in here, I made another 10 points on NASDAQ I made 40 points to the downside here, and then I made a quick 10 points to the upside right there. And I went from 21.95 all the way up to 22.05. So that's about 10 points. Maybe I should have held one break even here and kind of see how much higher I can ride it up. Just using price action. Support resistance, break resistance, bam, 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 bam. I'm in, I'm out. All right, you guys want to ask about the 5-minute orb? You see how we broke the 5-minute orb here? Let's look at 5-minute orb.
Look, Anika.
This is 5-minute orb. Right up in here. You guys see the 5-minute orb too? You have a longer term time frame to the upside. Minute you break structure with a very bullish of a body of a candle, right there is your entry for the long side too. So you got 2 confirmations. You have the 5 second and the 5-minute orb, along with a stop loss 95 to 72. I put the stop loss right here. That's strong support there. Stop loss down here, risking this much and maybe make a 2 to 3 R&R. I wish I was kind of paying attention because my mind was so flutter kicked. When I saw this.
Mama's making milk for baby, okay?
Oh shoot! That's why I got scared. Was it like this before? I don't know actually. I can't remember. Yeah, it's a bigger orb today. Oh no, I got scared because of this. I was using the 15 second. That's why I got so freaking scared, guys, is because I had it on the 15 second orb, and when I dragged and dropped, I was like, why is my loss so massive? So when I took the long entry, I was like, holy crap, I'm losing $300 for 5 micros. Like, it was over 300. I was like, so I hurried up and took the 10 points when, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, gold just freaking did good. Good job on the NASDAQ trade. We're going to go up. These are the best days, is when you get days like this. You go up and down. So you take it to the down and upside. No, yeah, it's because I've been looking at so many orbs. Yeah, that really messed my brain up, and I was freaking out. I was like, holy crap, I need to get out of my position. I'm not going break even on 1 loss. That confused the crap out of me. I was like, why am I losing so much on that orb? Because I was using a 15 second orb that had over 40 point drop.
My mama's gonna get
This orb right now is only 22 points. Anyone want to take the retest? I'm waiting for the 10 o'clock. Usually there's 10 o'clock candles of volatility. Uh, Honestly, guys, I can call it a day. Yeah, I'm gonna go swimming. You guys could go trade for hours. I'm freaking much, honestly, I'm done for the day. But it was honestly done since this day. I was done in 4 minutes of trading, honestly, if you want to think about it. I didn't have to take this long side. This was just extra fluff. This was extra fluff. I didn't even need this trade. And that's why I was kind of like, why am I taking it? I'm up so much. Well, I don't need to overtrade. Yeah, my system says go long here. Yeah, we're probably going to make some money. But nothing is perfect in life, right? 100% I'd take this long, all day long. We went from 95 to 24. You made your 30 points. But if you're up so much, you don't have to take that trade. You got in the market. You're out of the market in 4 minutes. Just close the broker out. You're done. And if it does a triple orb, you short this. And that's your last trade for the day. I'm going to short it. I'll probably just do one micro with you guys if it does it, because I don't even need the money now. Yeah, I got things I got to do. I don't know how people watch this screen all day and trying to. I mean, less trading is better in my opinion. To me, that's just anxiety. It's like, oh my gosh, you're on the computer all day long trying to trade. We have 2 sessions, 6 p.m. and 9:30. That's all we're doing. And I like it. That's kind of my style. And that's kind of like why I liked credit spreads, because I'm always doing things. I don't have time to just watch the chart all the time. And then my credit spread is like, oh, dang, credit spreads is hard. Selling options is hard because I can't watch price action all the time. And that's why I want to do no stop. But if we're doing a credit spread today, it's not going to happen because there's FOMC. You just look at the 30-minute chart, and that's going to be your highest value signal. You want to make sure you get a nice, solid uptrend. And if you don't get it, then you don't trade. But the problem is, price has to come back inside of orb to get a play. So, but I often wonders, I often do wonder, for all you guys that are like really risky. I mean, a 0 DTE option to the downside here is insane money. The minute we broke structure here, obviously this was not a perfect scenario. This was one of the harder trades I've taken in a while, where it just whiplashed me, and I was going to go long. But in this scenario, I mean, that's pretty nice returns on a 0 DTE option. That's pretty insane returns. You're getting the volatility pretty nice. And then a 0 DTE option right here to the upside. You might think this is a lot of candles, but this is only from 9:30 to... This is only a minute of consolidation. And then you got volatility your way, so it's not as bad. I think it's going to go up. I think we're going to stick with a double orb all day. I think we're just going to go up, guys. But I don't have a crystal ball. That's just my thinking. Maybe the other thing to do with credit spreads is to go in with 5-minute touches on the ATR4. You get a 5-minute touch, you go bear calls, 5-minute touch, bull puts. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, PNBK. Let's look at some of my big cap stocks I want to get in. Or about there. Lulu, is Lulu still down? I want that to go down, but it is still down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's getting there, guys. A K value of 3.47. The last time we ever had that was a long time. Yeah. So, since we have a lot of people that don't have Amazon Prime, I'll be, for now on, doing all the streams in Discord. Okay. And if you're not part of the Discord, there's a link down below. Join it. We'll be no longer doing that. Maybe for the after hours, I'll do the TikTok if you guys really want to learn more. But I think I'm gonna stick to the Discord because then you guys can talk. It'd be a lot easier, user friendly, no ads and all that. But we'll do Twitch here and there. Maybe for just get new people here and there into the server that want to learn more about this strategy. But that's what I'm leaning towards. As the right now, the last time Lululemon made a massive drop was way down in here. It had a K value of 2.63. That's when the last time it did that. It hasn't touched the EMA 5 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It has been known not to hit the EMA 5 for an awful long time. But besides Keltner channels and all that, what is price action telling us? Well, there's massive support at 223. If it drops 223, I mean, that's pretty tempting to get in. Can't deny that. How's it going, Kettle? Not really interested in the pony one. Can you trade US 30? I'm not sure. Oh, guys, we're looking for a short here. You guys see that? We might get a short, guys. El Pink? Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys have Amazon Prime, it is free. Here and there, I'll do some, Twitch streams and all that. We'll see what the community wants. I like the user face of Twitch. It's pretty nice. It's good engagement. Okay, we missed our short. I thought it was going to go down there. I guess not. Cancel all, flatten all. What's MES doing? Is MES above lines here? This is the 5-second orb. Okay, so this could cause some false discrepancy here. You see how MES is not even near this lower line, but MNQ went close to this lower line. I don't like the false signals now. I don't like that. Still really bullish, but MMQ is showing some bearish signs coming down here. So I don't like that. Wait, hold up. Where's my 930? Oh, it's right here. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's over here. So, forgot how fast this moves. 930's there. Cancel all. Should can't. It's a good question. In my experience, it just cancels. It's like if you have orders out. Let me see something here. I'm gonna do a stop sell. One contract. So if I hit flatten all, it should cancel it too. Yeah, it does. And if I hit cancel all, it cancels it too. So I don't know. They kind of mean the same thing to me. Hit cancel, it's done. I don't know. They both Does anyone have a better explanation? Because to me, they're the same thing. Flatten, cancel. Maybe cancel all don't. Maybe when you're in a position, it don't take the profit. Maybe it just cancels orders that are working. That's the only thing I can think of. I always use flatten. Because if I'm in an order, I just want to get out, you can hit flatten or just hit the X button of your position. LXRD, it's on the 930. I need to get used to doing that regularly, not happen what happened to me last night. Oh, so that's how you made $1,200. You had an open order? I'm guessing you had a long order last night and it just gapped up overnight? Yeah, I saw that long order yesterday. I wish I took it after hours. Yeah, if I can't watch my screen, I always hit flatten all before I exit my browser. I hit flatten, I'm done. I meant if you have an order in MES and MNQ with those buttons. No, no. This is only going to close MNQ. So then you got to go to MES up here and type it in and then hit flatten all. Because if I have an order in on MNQ, let's see. Let's see. As I'm mistaken, it doesn't. So I'm going to do a stop sell 1. Here's the order. Now this is NASDAQ. This dome is on NASDAQ. So if I hit flatten all, it does. Okay. Let me try this. Let me see if I'm not on. Let's try MNQ and then switch. Maybe if I'm not on the screen. Flatten all. Oh, it does. Okay. It does. So yeah, if you hit flatten all, it's gone. This will get rid of any positions on every ticker. Gold, MES, MNQ, but I only trade one ticker, so
I'm gonna change your shirt.
that's good to know. Yeah, even though this says NASDAQ and you hit flatten all, it'll get rid of the MES trade too. I didn't know that. So that's good to know.
Hello. Okay, let's change your diaper, okay? Let's change your diaper.
I saw it's open. So you did SPX. Wow, you sold 20 contracts there?
Hey, Bill.
Let's change your diaper here. Be gentle with me.
Man, that was a close one today. Very close day.
Baby. Baby.
So, let's see. Some of these I need to hold out just a little bit longer. Yeah, that's going to call it for me today. I don't really see anything happening. I was testing order entry, and the order was way above price. I actually didn't close it, and it eventually hit. The order was way above price. I actually didn't close it. Okay.
Let's go change your diaper.
Man, that would have sucked if you blew an account that way.
Diaper.
Yeah, that sucks if that would have been blown.
If you're not on baby, you
Yeah.
do that to baby.
Alright, guys, I'm going to head out. I don't see it doing a triple orb now. I mean, it can. It's just I like to see around. Usually you're just going to get a first and double orb today. If this comes down, let me know in the chat. I might go on and do like 5 micros to the downside and scalp 10 to 20 points. But other than that, I'm not going to force any trades. It's a good day. And we'll be back at 6 p.m. to trade again.